My name is Mike McLaren, and I'm from Salem, Oregon. I work for Chateau Ste. Michelle's Canoe Ridge Estate Vineyard. I'm a first-generation grower. My parents are retired, live in Salem. In lieu of pursuing a degree in law, decided to go get an associate's degree in winemaking, and while doing that, got into distribution, wine sales for 3 to 4 years, and saw an opportunity up in Washington State, up here outside of Benton City on Red Mountain. I mean, I started in a tasting room, and here I am, as part of a management team of one of the most successful vineyards in the state of Washington as far as high tier and reputation and things like that. So although I didn't know it was going to be my end game, I knew that as long as I was in this pool, these opportunities would continue to present themselves, and working with the management team to figure out, what our shortcomings are, what we can improve on in the vineyard year in and year out, to continue to develop like this high quality fruit program that we've, at Canoe Ridge, they've worked for years and years, at least 32 under Mimi and I, to develop one of the top vineyards in the state of Washington. So I think labor's an issue, so we're going to have to mechanize. In what areas might we mechanize to kind of negate these problems that we're going to consistently encounter for years to come, especially in 3 to 5 when I think we're going to see a significant dip. I think being mindful of that gap is going to be fairly significant. So always staying on the edge, seeing what your neighbors are doing, seeing what's popular in the industry as far as mechanization is always going to keep you an edge, or at least give me an edge on understanding how we can improve things, because I think with that you also improve quality, and then you're preserving like an incredible product to go to the winery at the end of the day. You can't make good wine with bad fruit. So I mean, it all kind of starts in the vineyard. We just picked up the TRP Precision Pruner. It provides both a finished pruner and a pre-pruner. So what I mean by finished pruner is actually you can control millimeters difference from the cordon, like up. So you can essentially 2-bud, 3-bud prune an entire vineyard and then only send maybe a handful of people to go through that block and clean it up for spur positioning or different selections to kind of custom that block to how you want. Traditionally, what we do is send a large crew of 12 people per tractor on a pneumatic boom with pneumatic shears that would go through after an old version of the pre-pruner and have to spend, significant labor on doing the same task and then having to pull the debris out of the various canopy wires or whatever. So I think the time we're able to save in potentially developing the finished pruner aspect, that could be something to explore, but right now we'd probably focus that primarily on production blocks. My dad had a strong work ethic. We just always work. We'd work hard, and I was able to take from that, I think, and apply it to my work, my career, and where I've developed professionally, especially in the wine industry, because it is extremely hard work, and it's a lot of hours, but the payoff is, being able to sit back and say you contributed to this, like this bottle. And so translating that to the vineyard, I mean, the payoff is being able to say that, I grow wine grapes. How cool is that?